and thank you so much for joining me today. Today we are doing the weekly forecast for December the 2nd through the 8th. We are going to be using the Spirit Keepers Tarot, Vitruvian Edition by Mademoiselle Wynn. So, without any further ado, let's go ahead and get started by clearing out any negative energy that may be existing. Okay, Spirit, December the 2nd through December the 8th. Okay. December 2nd through the 8th, December 2nd through the 8th. I hear my cats in there fighting. Okay. Card number 1. What spirit will be most present this week? Stronghold of the Veil. The Stronghold of the Veil comes bearing an important message to you, or an opportunity about your assets and resources, money or business matters, and that which relates to your personal economics or industry. The symbols here are a wolf and apple blossoms. When the Stronghold of the Veil appears, the offer, events, or opportunities to come are ones that will help you make your mark in your world. These are opportunities for establishing yourself. Perhaps there is a mundane matter you are facing at the moment or will face. The Page of Orbs may appear to you to offer insights on how best to navigate that situation. The Stronghold of the Veil appears when you need to hear whispers of counsel on what measures to take next. Of all the pages, she is most connected to the everyday ongoings of your world, of mortal and earthly life. The presence of the Stronghold of the Veil could also be an emissary sent by an underworld deity or a divinity of the earth. Perhaps it is Hades. Hermes too might appear here, bringing prophecies of commerce, your area of trade or travel. The Page of Orbs might be a messenger sent to you by Persephone or the Mater Lorum, mother of the Lares, a goddess of fruitfulness. From the Stronghold's message, the additional card that we will pull to supplement this reading, and our own inner light and intuition, we will know who is calling to us. The Page of Orbs brings a message that echoes of Gilgamesh and Enkidu. There is a lesson for you to learn about your situation from the Epic of Gilgamesh. While Gilgamesh, part god and part human, embodies the cultured, civilized, and refined warrior king Enkidu, dark stirring in their hearts. Though at first rivals, once they cooperate, together they set out on an adventure to slay the demigod Humbaba for glory. Before they depart, Gilgamesh's mother, the goddess Ninsun, adopts Enkidu as her son. When Gilgamesh and Enkidu enter the cedar forest where Humbaba dwells, they perform dream rituals and receive prophecies of what is to come. With the help of the gods, Gilgamesh and Enkidu managed to subdue Humbaba, but not before he curses them. Ultimately, the two kill Humbaba and his 7 sons, then return home, taking with them as a giant cedar tree as a prize. Continuing their adventures, they slay the bull of heaven, or the sacred bull. In antiquity, the killing of the bull by Gilgamesh and Enkidu signified rebellion against the gods. Enkidu has an ominous dream where the gods say that one of the 2 heroes must die. In yet another of Enkidu's dreams, he is taken to the underworld by the angel of death. Ultimately, Enkidu does die, and Gilgamesh deeply mourns his brother's death. The Page of Orbs is the goddess Ninsun of Sumerian mythos, the lady of the wild cows, and an interpreter of dreams. When she appears, there is a message for you encoded in the story of Gilgamesh and Enkidu, her 2 sons. And we have a little envelope here, so we need to get out our mini deck and see what message that is. So, what message do we have from Stronghold of the Veil Spirit? What is she trying to tell us? I'm going to do 3. Okay. Okay. Stronghold of the Veil and 10 of Swords. Okay. At a shoreline, you see the body of a man face down in the sand. 10 swords are stuck into his back, and a red cape mingles with the blood draining from his body. His hand rests by his side with 2 fingers making a sign of blessing. A black sky hovers overhead, but beyond the horizon, dawn is breaking. The 10 of Swords is a card that looks terrible if you don't look beyond the initial shocking image. The man is dead, there is no doubt about that. A guy with 1 sword stuck in his back might have a chance of being rushed to the emergency room and surviving, but a man with 10 swords? He's saying, stick a fork in me, I'm done. However, if we look off into the distance, we see a new day dawning. There is something new that is about to begin. This card is very black and white. When it shows up, you are absolutely closing one chapter and beginning a new one. For good or bad, there is no going back. When the last chapter was something that we wanted to get rid of, the 10 of Swords can be a relief. We are closing the door on that tough time, opening up a fresh new chapter, and never ever have to go back to that struggle. But even if the last chapter was something that we thought we wanted, remember, the new chapter can be even better if we just surrender to this ending and open up joyfully to our fresh new beginning. Card number 2, Stronghold of the Flame. The Stronghold of the Flame, or Page of Scepters, comes bearing an important message to you or an opportunity about career matters, schooling, creative or artistic endeavors, employment, or passion projects. The symbols here are the salamander, symbolizing invincibility, and the angelica root, which wards evil. The Page of Scepters appears as an affirmation of a coming adventure, a quest that will be presented to you. Your creativity and ingenuity will be the deciding factors on how you navigate that quest. The presence of the stronghold of the flame could be an emissary sent by a solar deity. It could be Sekhmet, the protective lioness goddess of sun and fire, Oya, goddess of fire, Ikai, Marasi, Amaterasu, goddess of the sun, Agni, god of fire and protection, Bridget, Vesta, Freya, or Vulcan, god of the crafts. And we have another message. So back to our mini deck. Okay, Spirit, what special message do we have from Stronghold of the Flame? Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands sits on a russet horse rearing up on its hind legs. He wears a full suit of armor covered with a yellow tunic printed with salamanders. His horse's trappings are green with small yellow leaves printed on them. The hem of the knight's tunic, the red feather on his helmet, and the red cape on his back resemble flames. Both of his hands are gloved. His right holds a short staff while the left holds the reins. He is also in the Egyptian desert with the 3 pyramids of Giza in the background. The Knight of Wands represents sexy charisma and wild wanderlust. The energy of this knight is of the charismatic explorer and the sexual adventurer. His feisty horse is rearing up as though mounting a mare. The wand in his hand has a definite phallic quality, and his clothes make him look like he's on fire. This knight is irresistible to others and uses his charisma not only to attract lovers, but also to convince others to join his causes or accompany him on his adventures. His adventurousness extends beyond the bedroom, though, and would hardly be limited to the bedroom anyway. The exotic locale indicates this knight is a nomadic wanderer, never staying in one place for any length of time. The new sprouting leaves on his horse's trappings indicate that he is a seeker who longs for novel experiences, either trying out different careers, traveling the world, or going from one creative or active endeavor to another. Like the Page of Wands, the Knight of Wands thrives in the world of physical or creative exploration, but he tends to bring more energy that is connected to others. Networking is his specialty, both personally and professionally. Okay. And card number 3. What do I need to be mindful of and prepare for? Archangel Commander. The angelic title for the King of Swords is the lead commander of the divine forces. He is the most powerful and most formidable of heaven's warriors. His full title is the Archangel Commander of the Light. The Archangel symbol is the spear, though the spear can shapeshift into other weapons as needed. The Archangel Commander appears to you now to bring you strength, conviction, courage, and manifest fearlessness. He is tasked to assist you with navigating the storms, inner and outer, and to defeat any demons that threaten to harm you. The angel of storms and battles will defend you and protect you against malefic attacks and snares of demons you face. A warrior general from heaven is present beside you, guarding you so that you will withstand what is to come. The Archangel Commander is a guardian deity, a fearsome protector when you call upon this king to cast an impenetrable shield around you. Connecting to this king within you will amplify your personal powers of strength, stamina, resolution, courage, fearlessness, and prevail through the storms and battles you face. The great gift of the Archangel Commander to those who attune to the king is the gift of military success and victory in wars, both in the conflicts waged on the earthly realm and the conflicts that rage within you. The commander of the light shall ensure that the light prevails. The King of Swords is your divine warrior who will lead heavenly armies against your adversaries. When the commander of the light appears to you, it is because you need reinforcement, and now that spiritual reinforcement has come, led at the helm by your greatest champion, the Archangel Commander. The Archangel Commander, the most formidable warrior who embodies fearlessness, courage, audacity, and who succeeds in all areas of conflict, whether that's as mundane as legal matters, or navigating politics within a community, or actually having to run towards danger rather than away from it. As comforting as it can be to come into the presence of the Archangel Commander, it is also a divine edict to take up metaphorical arms. You are being appointed the hero, and you cannot run from the battle. And not only are you barred from running away, you must fight that battle under a strict code of honor and integrity. When the angel of storms and battles appears to you in your reading, you are an incarnate of King David, and thus prophesied to grow from a creative, intuitive dreamer to a hero and a great warrior. You started out in life as the underdog, but it is you who killed Goliath. You are the appointed one, marked for greatness. The Archangel Commander will lift you in your rise to power. By combining the cards from this week's forecast, I was able to come up with the I Ching of done. Done is retreat, withdrawal, absconding. Hostile forces are advancing upon you, and a confrontation will not serve your interest. It is better to retreat for now, but do not mistake the act of retreat with fleeing. Do not abandon the endeavor. Retreat, but plan your counterattack. Show your strength by bringing your opponent to a standstill. By retreating now, your opponent will come to a position of rest. When your opponent is in that position of rest, you can then descend down and attack. Okay, my lovelies, I'm getting a real strong feeling about your job, your career, things of that nature for this week. What spirit will be most present this week? The Ten of Swords. What I'm really feeling is, or what they're saying to me is, out with the old, in with the new. And this year is coming to a close. Start now. Go back. Look at the past year. Look at the past 11 months so far. What things have not benefited you? What are you holding on to that is essentially dead weight? Cut that off. It's a brand new day. It's a new dawn. It's time for you to shine. Cut those things off. Get rid of that dead weight. What is in my highest interest to make this week's priority? Go out there and network. Make new friends, make new contacts, do something that's going to benefit you. This year's coming up. It's time to start over. And I don't mean get rid of everything. I'm talking about just cutting off the things that no longer benefit you. if it's not making you happy, if it's not making you prosperous, get rid of it. If it's making you miserable, if you're crying, if you're wondering, if you're second guessing yourself, get rid of that shit. Go out there and make new friends. Go out there and make new contacts, business contacts. See what new events you can take part in, things of that nature. Now, what do I need to be mindful of and prepare for? Archangel Michael is with you. He's protecting you. Don't be scared. It seems, well, it's a very well-known fact that people are afraid of what they don't know. And I can see where you might be afraid to let something go and go get something new because you're used to this old thing. Whether it's weighing you down or not, you're used to that. And it's really scary to let go. But it's okay. Archangel Michael is here. He's protecting you. He's watching over you. Your ancestors are with you. They'll help lead you and guide you. Talk to them. Also, the I Ching is about retreating and withdrawing. If you are afraid of a situation or a person, whatever the case may be, and you're not sure how to handle letting go of that thing, then take a step back. Think about it. Gather your senses about you. What is the best plan for you to move forward without causing too much chaos? Because regardless, if it's not benefiting you, you still need to cut it loose. As I've said several times, and the message and spirit is telling us, this year is coming to a close. It's happening fast. It's here now. I have already put up on my website, I am doing readings for the year of 2020. I will go month by month and tell you what event is happening that month and what influences there are for that particular month. If you would like to purchase this reading now, it is available on my website, and I will put a link right above. Just look in the top right hand corner right now. Yep, there it is. See? This is a fantastic reading and a wonderful value. It will help benefit you throughout the entire year. It also comes in an unlisted video format. That way you can go back throughout the year and reference the different months and things that happen. I hope you all have a very, very beautiful week. Remember, you got to do you. Do what's best for you and keep moving forward. I hope that this forecast has resonated with you and will help lead you and guide you throughout the week. If you would like a more personal and in-depth reading, please go over to my website at www.conjureknits.com. I offer phone readings, video readings, and chat readings. Just click on one of the links at the top of the page. Be sure to also sign up for our Conjure crew and join us every Tuesday evening for coffee, cards, and conjure. I hope you all have an amazing week and love you bunches!